art of discipline, haven't mastered the art of working hard to get something, right? They ain't pushing to do nothing. So then they master the art of fucking. And that's how they're that's how they're feeling wanted. That's how they're feeling in control. That's how they're feel like they're on top of things to a degree by manipulating women, having sex with women. Some men use sex as like a tool to negate for the fact that they ain't doing shit in their life. This happens, family. This happens. And then when that happens, oftentimes then we see a dude with two kids, 3 kids, 4 kids, 5 kids. This is somebody who hasn't disciplined themselves enough to understand where I'm going in my life. Like my lineage, what I do with myself is more important than the intimate feeling I get from a female. Like, of course, you can't, Black family, you're not going to get your teenage son away from the fact that he likes the opposite. Maybe the same sex, I don't know. But you're not going to get him away from the fact that he likes the opposite sex. That's going to happen. How he prioritizes it, how he approaches women, these are all things you can control. These are all things we're going to get into today. So he's prioritizing his life. I have school, work, whatever I'm doing, then my little relationship comes into play. And if you have a child that's motivated about some type of creative endeavor, make sure they focus in on that, because men need to realize if you focus on your career, if you focus on being successful, if you focus on being the best version of yourself, you can get any woman you want. See, that's the goddamn joke. A lot of men spend a lot of time chasing pussy when you should have been chasing money. You should have been chasing success, whatever that means to you. This could be working a job, starting a business, whatever it may be, but putting yourself in a position where you don't need anyone financially, putting yourself in a position where you control your environment. This is the best situation to be in when starting a relationship with a woman, being in a position of power, not in control of her, but completely in control of yourself. If you're not in control of who you are, if you don't know who you are, if you, like some of us in our community dealing with hella trauma and shit, you haven't nailed down what's going on with you and begin to address it, this makes for like a toxic environment for relationships, family. We engage in relationships the complete wrong way. The shit happens too much, family. And we Black, we already don't have wealth. We already 14% of the population. We already have to deal with these laws and systemic racism that has always affected us. So procreating the wrong way, starting your family the wrong way, all of these things is going to have a double negative effect on you because you're Black. This is just real shit. See, and all too often we're starting things with, like, we're putting the cart before the horse, as they say. We starting relationships, we're starting having sex, we're starting doing certain things before we begin figuring out who we are. And it's not what you do, but it's how you do it. So young men are going to want to engage with women, but the mom, the dad, it's up to you to have that real talk about not just sex, but how to wear a condom, the importance of a condom. Like a condom, like for young men, Black family, your young men should think that there's no way to possibly have sex without a condom. We know sometimes that ain't the case for whatever reason, but if we're talking about lineage, if we're talking about protecting our legacy, if we're talking about creating the best possible future that we can just for Black society, men got to be more responsible with what they did. Bottom line. So a condom for a young man should be like a legacy protector. Like he should treat a condom like, without this tool, or if I don't use this tool, I'm gonna fuck my future up. Like it has to be that serious to him. You see what I'm saying? And some of the things I'm telling y'all about, sometimes we mess up by starting like when our kids are teenagers to starting when they're a teenager to give them certain information, do some of the things I'm telling you now. This should start way before the teens. This should start 6, 7, 8 years old, maybe even sooner. Like we should all be in the mindset that this young person I'm raising, I have to send him out into the world one day. I don't know if